Welcome to Maddie's World. Enter the world of networking, technology and gaming.
Let me know. Okay guys, so far we have seen how to write the playbooks, right? Again, I would repeat it. The document of the Ansible is pretty awesome, right? docs.ansible.com. So what you have to do is you just have to go to docs.ansible.com, find for the things you need and work on those. And whatever modules you would like, whatever playbooks you would you would like to write, just search for that, right? Just give the name of module. Right, it will quickly take you to that reference page and you can get each and everything from there itself, right? All the syntax, how you're going to use it, so on and so forth, you can get it from here itself. So that's basically you can take as per your requirements, right? So far we have seen couple of small playbooks. How to write playbooks means how to install, I would call it like Java. If I want to install Apache Tomcat, then how I gonna do that, right? So these couple of things we have seen, you can take the references from here itself, right? So a couple of things you will easily get from here itself, right? If you want to install the Java, right, you can quickly have the code. The first thing we are doing in which host I will run this task, what is the name of the task and what is the things we are going to do, right? So if you see this playbook, small example, we have in source we have Java in this location. In destination we are saying, in this web server, copy this in this opt space. I'm saying remote yes, means if you don't give this remote src yes, it will give you the error, right? That's what you need to understand it, because if you are unextracting something, just tell this whether you are doing it locally or remote. If you are doing it remotely in any of the remote system, just say remote src yes. Then next you could see here I'm using the line in file module, that's to edit your file and add something. We are saying the destination file is this, state should be present, that means whatever I am adding that should be present there. Line, and I'm saying item, I'm putting some variable here, right? So it will automatically append these line at the end of the file, right? So what I'm doing in the variable is export java home equals to this, export path equals to this, and at the end I'm running one shell module, right? Shell scripting module, so which is just doing source here, right? That's what I'm saying. Learn these modules, shell module, command module, these modules will be essential for you. So most of the modules are available here that you need. Take those modules from here. Couple of my student would have also like pushed their changes here. You could also get the things from branch here, right? Here you can see fact, file inline, Java, patching, register tag, how they're Tomcat, webserver.conf, and how to install it. So a couple of things you can get the things from here itself. Okay, so if the playbooks are good for, we are good with the playbooks, and if you are having any issues, then just let me know. So we will quickly jump onto the roles today, right? So far we have seen playbooks, right? And the playbooks means the set of instructions which we was writing in the YML file, and those instruction was being executed, right? Now the term comes role. What is role exactly? Role is exactly the name specified, right? Here also in Ansible, right, you can write the roles. That means if you are going to do some set of instructions, so you are going to perform some set of, you can say, instructions, you can convert them into the roles, right? And you can define each role, right, when this role has to be run. Let's say I am saying first role would be Java installing, and the second role would be tomcat installation. Third role would be start, stop something, so you can do that, right? In role, what happens, guys, is nothing but we create one directory structure inside the role, right? In that role, you can have this much of folder, or you will have to create this much of folder: the task folder, handler folder, default folder, where's folder, files folder, template folder, and meta folder, right? The task folder is nothing but it contains the main list of tasks to be executed by role, right? As we used to write in the playbook, what will happen, right? The same way the task will work, right? In task, we can say it will list all the tasks you are going to execute. The next is, guys, handler, right? Handler means if something is getting changed, if you would like to trigger those event, let's say कि आपका आपने अपाचे में कुछ चेंजेस करे, राइट, एंड आपको पता है कि आपको चेंज करने के बाद आपको उसको रिस्टार्ट करना होगा, देन यू कैन यूज द हैंडलर फॉर दैट, right? So as soon as the handler will find there is some change in the task, they will execute the handler. The default is basically the default variable for the roles. What you can do is you can put your variable in the default directory. All the task, you know whatever the task you have defined, those variable will be picked up from here. In the same way, where you can also put some variable in the where's folder. The file is basically, so far you would have seen कि हम copy module use करते हैं, right? या हम template module use करते हैं अगर हमने कोई भी file copy करनी है, तो there will be a file folder. आप उस file folder के अंदर जो भी चीजें डालते हो, राइट, जो भी फाइल आपको डेस्टिनेशन में कॉपी करनी है, यू डोंट हैव टू स्पेसिफाई द कॉपी कमांड नाउ. आप टास्क में क्या करोगे, यू विल डिफाइन दी, दिस इज द फाइल मॉड्यूल आई एम यूजिंग, दिस इज द सोर्स, दिस इज द फाइल नेम, एंड दिस इज द डेस्टिनेशन. वी विल सी दैट हाउ टू डू आल्सो. The template is similar to file, right, but it contains the template which can be deployed via this role, right? In template basically आपके पास जैसे server.conf है, ठीक है, http.conf है, आपने changes already करके रखे हैं, राइट? आप रिमोट में पुश करना चाहते हो तो यू कैन कीप द फाइल इन द टेम्पलेट. इट विल बी ऑलवेज इन द जिंजर टू फॉर्मेटेड, राइट? You can make that j2 apache http.con.j2, right? So the file you keep in the template, most basically you will see those will be in the jinger to format. The meta is again if you have some metadata, some variables, so you can also keep in the meta folder, right? And I would tell you guys, each folder will have main.yml file only, right? And that main, the first main.yml will have inside the task, which will have the task things. In handlers, you can have the meta.xml, right, yml, where you can keep the handler data. In the wheres, you can keep the main.yml, where you can keep your variables, right? You can manually create those folder, you can create the role, and after role you can create you can create whatever it these directory inside it. But if you don't want to do that, we can also do it from the Ansible Galaxy, right? There is Ansible Galaxy command. You can do Ansible Galaxy init space etc space Ansible role apache, right, hyphen hyphen offline. That means it will successfully create your file, but it will not make keep anything there, right? So let's see this example here once. If I would like to create this role structure manually, what will happen? Right? So what I'm gonna do is here I am going to use Ansible Galaxy, right? Inside the role, let's say I have the same kind of role. I would call it. Let me just copy and paste it. Right? What you're saying is in Ansible Galaxy is basically command. You are initializing it. You are saying inside the etc Ansible roles, create one role Apache. Right? Let's call it. I would call it. Let's say Apache 1 here. So you can see the role has been successfully created here. If you go to etc Ansible roles Apache 1, right? This directory structure would be created automatically here. The where's, task, tests, tasks, meta, handler, templates, and inside every file you log in here, you'll see the main.yml file would be there, but there are no role at this moment. We have not written anything here, right? If you go to inside the task as well, right, you will see main.yml, but there is nothing. So this is the structure of the role has been created, right? The next is now you can start defining your role, your task as per your requirements here, right? So I'll quickly go out and we'll remove this one. I don't need this default one, right? So I do have one here template that I'll be using, which is tomcat here. So I've created one role here, tomcat. In the same, I have just given the five hand folders here. The first is where, the second is task, third is files, fourth is templates, and fifth is handler, right? That's very simple, right? And the first is right task here. So let's get inside the task first, right? In task, we will write main.yml file. You can open this file here and start writing your playbook, right? So far you used to remember जब भी हम playbook लिखते थे हम देते थे triple dash space hyphen host, right? Then we used to give the task, right? And we used to start our playbook there. But in role, what we are doing is we will not do anything like that, right? We will just write what task we need to perform. Triple dash, this is the by default whenever the YML file will start. The first module, the first name you are giving is we need to create one group here, Tomcat, right? The second module, for the first module I'm using here is group, right? And asking to create one group named Tomcat. The second name is we are going to create user and we are going to use the user module here. And we are saying just create one Tomcat user. And we are saying like it should, it should be able to switch to the root user whenever you are running your script. The next is I am using a get URL module, right? What this get URL module does is you will be able to download the file directly from the internet, right? If you don't have to prompt yes, no, something like that. So what attributes I'm using with it, that, right? If you go to get URL module here, Ansible, right? What all the property you can use, you'll get it from here. You already know it, so I don't have to specify, but I am just showing it again, right? What all the attribute you can use here, you can get it from here, right? What will be the source, what will be the boolean you can use. If you even if you don't want to use yes, no, you have the boolean option here, group, right, handler, http agent. So what mode you would like to keep, if you want to change the permissions also when you are extracting file or after downloading the file, you have most of the things available here, right? What is the URL you would like to get for download. So you can get most of the things from here, or you can see the examples also here, right? Even you have some file in some place in your system also, if that is available in the FTP and somewhere, you can also download those from here itself, right? Even we have more modules available that you can use, right? That's what we are saying, use get URL, and URL equals to this, right? We are saying destination equals to this, right? Earlier guys, if you remember, we used to give colon also, right? We said URL equals to this URL colon, so we can give in that format also that we are using here. Also you can use the equals to, so that's totally up to you how you want to use it, right? Here we are giving the equal to some, here. So I'm saying URL equals to this is my URL, this is my destination, right, where the Tomcat would be downloaded, and the name extraction where I'll be extracting it. This is my src in the remote host. I'm using the archive module. I'm saying src is this, and destination would be opt itself. I'm saying this is the remote system where I'm extracting it. If you don't specify the remote src, it will exit here, you'll get the error, right? That's what I have specified here, remote src. The next we are saying is the change ownership of the Tomcat installation. If you want to change the ownership of Tomcat, then I'm using the file module here, right? You can use the shell module, you can use the command module also here, right? So whichever the module suits you, you can use it. Command module, shell module, file module, and the syntax will remain same. I'm saying the path is this, and the owner equals to should be Tomcat, and the group should be Tomcat, and state, what is this? This is a directory. Recursive, do you want to change inside the file also, inside that folder also? I said yes, right? The next is we have created, some tomcat.conf file, means server.xml file. In server.xml file, we have all the configuration related to the Tomcat, right? So what I'm saying is, we are saying template is the module, right? Template is the folder where this file lies, right? Where this file is. And that's what we have just given the src in the template module, and we are saying destination should be this, means in the remote system it should place in this location, and notify restart. If you want to restart it, you can do that after it is saying, as soon as you have like uh, put something in this configuration file, after the file changes, just you can restart the Tomcat. So you'll have to create the handler for this. Yeah, this is the notify is basically handler. You'll have to create one folder in file in the handler location. The next is configure Tomcat user. If you would like to configure the template Tomcat users also, so that's what in the template also I have kept one Tomcat dot user Tomcat hyphen user dot xml file, and I am saying this is the destination it should go. Again, after it is done, it should notify the handler and restart it, right? The next is copy Tomcat files. Again, I'm using template here. In template, I'm saying templates are available in the tomcat dot service dot j2 name, and the destination should be this, right? And when the Ansible service manager equals to systemd, right? This is just holding the value of this. So this is just to restart the Tomcat, right? We are just creating the Tomcat service. The next is the name, start and enable Tomcat. We are saying service daemon equals to should be reload, yes. Name is Tomcat, state is started, it should be enable, yes. And when the we are just using the when module here, because this is going to hold the, it is saying if it is systemd, it's saying it should be only when, it should be enabled only when you have the systemd here available. That means RHL 7 and 8, right? In the same way, let's remove this, enable the firewall something, I don't need it. So I'm not going to open the port also at this moment, so let's remove this too. The next it is saying install Tomcat init scripts. It is saying copy src is tomcat hyphen init script.sh, and destination is this, right, in the remote. And then at the end we are just adding one handler service also. We are saying service name is Tomcat, and it should be started, it should be enabled also. So let's quickly go out from this here. Right, this is the task we have specified, right? The next is let's log into the file. In file we have one Tomcat init scripts only here, right? In init scripts, what we are doing is just to start this Tomcat, what we need, right? We would like to run this Tomcat in the runtime. That's what we have kept it in init scripts here. So as soon as your Tomcat will install, it will be moved to your init in your system or your systemd. The next is template folder, right? In template, you can see we have specified the Jinja2 formatted. You could have put all the file in the Jinja2 format method, that we have done it here, right? So the first, let's look at the server.xml, right? So this is the server.xml. We are not doing anything here. We have just placed it, but we will put two variable here. In place of port equals to, we have placed one variable which is called the HTTP port, And we have also changed the HTTPS port here, right? But always give the variables in the double braces. So double braces HTTPS underscore port. So we have just placed two variable here in this configuration file, nothing else. I'll show you where we have placed the variable also. Another we have tomcat service.j2 here, right? In service.j2 what we have is we are telling it system, this is system d unit file for tomcat, and this is the unit, right? This is the service, right? And what is the Java version and everything is mentioned here, right? What is your tomcat? You'll have to replace these things here also, right? And where your startup scripts execute and everything here. This is just a startup script, nothing else, right? So the next is, let's come out from here. So if you remember there, let me open one another tab here also, right? In task guys, you remember it, right? Here we were saying template, right? When we are saying template, we are not giving any destination where it is. We are just keep saying use the template module. When you are using template module, this is the folder, right? Which is called the template module itself. So if you are using it, so what we are doing here is, I said template is the module, source is this. So you can say here is the source that you have specified here, file you have kept here. That's what I have given here, this RC, and destination is your remote system where you will copying this file from this Ansible server, right? So any question on this? No? In the same way, we have created user.xml file here, right? If you go, this is, if you see here, we have also given the Ansible manage tag. That's up to you if you want to do that. We have created two user, one user here. We are saying we have given the variables here, right? In the double braces, admin underscore username, password equals to admin underscore password, and roles is manager GUI, and whatever you would like to give. These are just a file, and the value we have put in the form of variable. The next is we go to wheres. If I open this file, if you see here, I have kept variable here, right? HTTP ports. Let me uncomment them. HTTP ports, HTTPS port, admin username, admin password name, right? So whenever we will run those playbooks, right, whenever we will run these roles will be automatically picking the variable from this where folder and placing in the YML file that we have inside the task, right? The similar way we have handlers. We can also write the handlers here. That's up to you how you would like it. Those will be just a script, nothing else, right? But you can put it here in the main.yml, right? How the tomcat will work. Here we are saying name is restart tomcat, service is this, and it's restarted, right? So that's how you will have to create the handlers. And we are gone with the template, we are gone with the file, we are gone with the variables, right? So once you are done with writing your roles, writing roles is similar way we used to write the playbooks, but just we are changing the structure so that we could make it more usable for the future users also, right? We can variabilize it so that you can easily change your variable and run it whenever needed, right? That's what we have write the things in this structure, right? So let's come down now. It's time to write the playbook, right? Just go to Ansible playbook and write the playbook. Writing playbook is very easy here now because you don't have to write anything. You just have to tell here the role triple dash, which is the host where you will run this. You are saying tomcat, and you are saying role. You are just specifying the roles here is the tomcat. If you have more than one role, let's say you are also installing Java here, go here and give the Java. So as many role you want to specify, you can specify here, So at this moment I have one role only, so I'll exit this now, right? So again, to verify it, Ansible hyphen playbook tomcat.yml hyphen syntax check. It shows some invalid character were found in the group's names but not replaced. Use hyphen v triple v to show see more detail. That's just a warning, not a error, but we do not see any error here, right? So let's go ahead and run the playbook. So that's gonna gather fact, that's gonna download the Apache Tomcat, that's gonna change the ownership, that's gonna install, and that's gonna do everything for you. Right? It has placed the init scripts and everything we are done here. Right? The Tomcat has been successfully installed. Uh, Out of 13 tasks, the 7 task was changed because it already found the Tomcat user was there. Right? This script was already there. So a couple of things it was already there. Right? So just go ahead and see. Do SSH to that node. Let's go to OPT. You will see Apache Tomcat has been just installed now. Right? So just go to Apache Tomcat here. Let's check the configuration we made changes, right? So it was server.xml. So if you come down here and you can see port is there, right? 8080 and 443. That has been placed here, right? In the same way, let's go ahead and check the tomcat user.xml. Let's go down and see admin user has been created. Admin secret was the password that we have given there. So let's go back again to the Ansible box. Let's go to the roles, tomcat. Let me show you just an example here, right? I am going to change the variable here, main.yml. Let's say I'm gonna call it 8081 now. Right. So again, I will run the Ansible playbook. etc Ansible playbook tomcat.yml. You can see the diff once if you want to see, right? Hyphen hyphen. What will be the diff? What will be the difference once you have run the playbook? One thing it's going to change. This is see here. It is showing you the diff also, right? What had changed there? What was exactly there and what had changed? See here, right? Earlier it says it was 8080. Now this has been replaced to 8081, right? And nothing else we changed. It tried to replace again the same file, Tomcat user, but it will not find any differences here. That's fine, right? That's how we are going to do it, right? So this is the benefit you are going to get from this. So here we go. Let's now go to that specific location. OPT Apache Tomcat. Right now go to conf and verify the conf here. Server.xml. Here you see 8081, right? Tomcat is there. The next thing we need to see if the Tomcat is running. It maybe Tomcat would not be running because we would need to change the some Java paths. The Tomcat is not running, so let's manually verify it. Couple of things we will need to check about it here because whenever we are running the startup script, so we just had to do it manually, but we should not do it manually though. It should happen everything, so that's fine. The Tomcat is running here successfully. Okay, that's 8081. right? The Tomcat deployment happened successfully. If I go to manager app, okay, we'll have to like fix this. This is the 8 one. That's fine. I understood it. Right. So you can see the Tomcat has been right quickly installed here. In the same way, not the Tomcat, you could have installed everything very quickly, right? So now what we need to check is why the Tomcat did not run successfully. Let's check the systemctl status Tomcat. This is saying it has been failed. Mm, mm. Okay, so there might be so many issues that I did not, fix those. So a couple of things. It may be like the Java version. So this is the Java version we are using, 241, and let's go back here in. That's the 254. Sometimes you might have to fix them if those will be the issues, but yep, this is the only simple way you can do the things. So let's go to etc Ansible. Oh no. Okay, understood. So let's go here. Let's exit this one. cd/etc Ansible. Let's go inside the roles. Let's go inside the Tomcat here. Let's go to template once. You can go to the service.j2 file. Okay, so Java is 221. Let's see what is my Java here. Echo $Java underscore home. It's 241. Because these are the old configuration, right? That I just picked up from the my GitHub itself. So the Tomcat is fine. Okay. Let me re-verify the Tomcat version also. It's 5.7. OPT Apache Tomcat 5.0. 8.5.0. OPT Apache Tomcat 8.5. Okay, this looks good. So we can save this here. Server.xml is fine. So let's go to the file once also, because we use the file module and where we have kept the init script, right? In init script we have Java 241. I think the Java home was 8.0241. The Tomcat looks good. Okay, let's retry it. I'm gonna go Java kill hyphen 9 Java. Mhm. Okay, let's give it one more try. Ansible hyphen playbook etc Ansible Tomcat. Sorry, playbook, and that's tomcat.yml. Okay, let's go ahead and see if this works now. Now you can see the Tomcat is running fine, right? With this. So let's see the Java process also. The Java process is running fine. ps-elf pipe grep -i Java. You can see the Java, the Tomcat is running fine. So do you see guys how quickly you can, install the Tomcat? Now how, quickly you can format the things here, right? If you need the two instance of Apache Tomcat again, right? You don't have to struggle more there, right? Instead of you just quickly navigate to the Tomcat init scripts, make bit changes, right? Where you have the another version things, you just go to the task and you just need to quickly go to the variable. Even you can variabilize those things here also, right? Couple of things you would have seen we have put it in the task. Okay, so that's how we see like how the role works.